First off, I am not a manga reader. I read random manga occasionally, but I'm no manga reader. You get what I'm saying here? Do you know what that means? It means I don't hype up every manga on earth just because it's getting an adaptation. If a weak manga is getting an adaptation, then I'm going to tell you that a lame, one-note, forgettable manga is somehow getting an adaptation. So why am I, Vash the Kid, telling you all this? Because Spy X Family is a strong, wholesome, action-packed, top-of-the-line manga that deserves all the praise it gets and then some. And I also did a video on that one and some other manga that I knew would be big like 4 months ago. So with all that nonsense, ready, steady, go. The story of Spy X Family is simply that a spy named Twilight has to go undercover for his latest mission, and in order to do so, he must have a family to maintain his cover. We get introduced to Yor, who's said to be Twilight's wife, and Anya, who will be their daughter. They become the Forger family, with Twilight taking up the name Lloyd. Initially, it probably sounds incredibly straightforward, and it is. Spy X Family isn't going for big twists or over-the-top moments. It's more focused on building up these entertaining and heartfelt relationships, and using them to keep the action and comedy engaging through its lovable cast of characters, which leads straight into the main cast of Spy X Family are some of the most genuine and fun characters to come through Shueisha recently. You have Lloyd, who's a top-of-the-line spy who's always fighting for peace, which makes his interactions with his family that much more engaging because there's always a feeling of legitimacy in his words and actions. Yor is seemingly awkward yet kind-hearted, so it only makes sense that she's a lethal assassin who is ready and able to beat down literally anyone who comes near her family. And then you have Anya. No, that's a dead meme. We're not doing that. Stop it. Anya is an Esper and is the embodiment of wholesomeness. It's impossible not to get a grin on your face seeing her exaggerated expressions every time she hears people's thoughts and just starts flipping out. The author also does an amazing thing where they actually make characters look and act their age. In a lot of anime and manga, you'll reach a level of absurdity where a character will be built like a freight train with ridiculous proportions and have a voice deeper than people's grandparents. And then they'll just be like, oh yeah, she's like 17 or something, I guess. Yeah. Spy X Family just skips out on all that, as each character design actually falls in line with what's been said about the character. Anya is a kid, so she looks like a kid. Lloyd and Yor are adults, so they look and for the most part behave like most adults would. The main draw of Spy X Family's art comes in its ability to express characters' emotions so well with a certain level of detail that clearly conveys who's feeling what and why. The action is also extremely well done. In a lot of Shonen Jump manga, there's this lack of clarity as to who's doing what and what effect their attacks are actually having. So most of the time it just looks like hundreds of explosions going off at once. Spy X Family has a lot more restraint in how it conveys movement, and because of that there's this feeling of true impact every time something big happens. Basically, Spy X Family will be an anime for anyone. It'll be a great action-packed comedy about a peculiar trio growing closer and becoming a true family. It's an anime that you'll be able to watch with anyone, anime fan or not, and because of that, it may very well make a big splash. A simple premise and captivating characters will make this show one that you should definitely keep on your radar. I'll put some links to the manga down below. Consider leaving a comment or maybe dropping a like, as any feedback on these videos is appreciated. maybe consider subbing, as I'm currently covering seasonal anime and I just may cover your favorite. So, with that said, I say peace to you, and I'll take my leave.
Secret desire.